Hey everybody, I'm Mark Bouchard and welcome to my channel Police Mentors. Today we're going to be talking about the Ontario Coroner's inquest into police suicide. It took place in 2019 due to 9 police suicides from 2018 in the province of Ontario, which is in Canada. The focus was not just on preventing suicide, but they also added the focus of improving mental health. So I'm going to share what some of the lessons were that can apply not just to that example, but across the board to police culture. The first thing that they shared was the need for the normalization of mental health within policing profession. For a long time, we felt like we needed to hide everything. And I did. Honestly, I tried to keep going until I hit a breaking point. And personally, for me, what did that look like? Panic attacks, anxiety attacks, nightmares, so many nightmares. Those were terrible. Rage, the yelling at the top of my lungs. Even when I went off work, I failed my return to work psychological exam. That's really hard. Eventually, I passed the second attempt, but just knowing that you can heal is so important. Number 2, stigma. Stigma is having an impact on police officers. It's carried within the culture. Here's a quote from the report. Stigma needs to be reduced in policing on an urgent priority basis. So I had read that when I did my master's degree studying police culture and police officer mental health. And that was actually one of my motivating factors on why I wrote this book. I'm trying to reduce stigma in mental health and especially in policing and for first responders. So what I actually did is I took 40 pages of journaling that I have and of all my hardest moments, and I put it into this book so that people can see what it's like to go through all those things. And more importantly, they can see what helped me to heal. That as I changed my coping strategies and I went from things like getting drunk all the time to talking to a psychologist and journaling and doing things that were healthy for me, my life got so much better. And if you're struggling, you can too. Okay, number 3, denial. Basically, they said that for a lot of officers, they end up in denial. They just won't admit it. So here's a quote. A great number of police members will deny and shield the presence of mental health issues for as long as they can. And that's true. We feel we have to. We feel that we put on this uniform and it makes us superhuman, as though we're not supposed to have emotion. And that's what I thought. When I did my first next of kin notification, I thought, this shouldn't be bothering me. I can't cry. I can't get upset. And then now I've had to learn, I'm human. Yeah, I have emotions, and that's a good thing. So there's a couple quotes outside of this report that I think are really connected to it. They come from Dr. Jody Carrington. The first thing she says is having PTSD won't kill you, but not talking about it might. So that's crucially important. She basically says that whole denial and the hiding it is what can get you and catch up to you, but that if you're willing to seek help, you're going to be more likely to be okay. And then her other quote, and again, I'm paraphrasing her, it's PTSD is not a mental illness. It's a psychological injury. And the sooner you get help, the better the outcome. That's what we need to normalize. I've made friends with some police psychologists, and one of the things they've taught me is that we can be healthy. We can change our rates of PTSD. We can change our rates of suicide. If we can normalize changing how we think about it, our mental models, and we can normalize our coping strategies, that we're taking healthy action to cope, we can dramatically change the results in policing culture. And that's what my goal is. So the fourth point I want to talk about, they said policing is seen as a calling by officers, not a job, right? We don't just go to work as a cop. Often we identify, I am a cop. And that comes from Dr. Kevin Gilmartin's book, Emotional Survival, where he says that takes over our life, that police identity. And one of his recommendations is to have other things in your life, to identify as a parent, as a hockey coach, as a sports fan, whatever things that you like to do. But you need something outside of policing to help you keep a healthy balance. And point number 5, they talked about was resourcing and burnout. And this is specifically in the province of Ontario, but I think it's very applicable to lots of other places, both in Canada and the US. And here's their quote. Police members are burning out. Many are becoming ill and some are dying. And I think that's true. A lot of times we want to help everyone. We want to save everyone. And honestly, we aren't resourced to be able to do it all. And then we get so busy running around that we can't take care of ourselves. So I think we need to make self-care a priority, and we need to change our shift schedules and focus on sleep and just our health. So I think that burnout is a real aspect. I'm going to put some links down in the comments. I have a written summary of this that I've written, and then that will take you to the actual report itself. If you want to read it, it's 28 pages. I've read it to try and summarize it for you, but hopefully that can help you a bit. And if you want to access my book, you can go and find my chapter for free. I've already put some free chapters on YouTube here. I plan on putting them all on. And you can go to my website, which the link will be here, and you can subscribe for my next book. And then you can get a free PDF of my book. Or if you want to buy the paper copy, it's on Amazon. Okay, thank you.